Previously on Test C teams. And when it collects itself on the opposite side, there is a second one of these creatures.
What? Oh no. So another one has gotten inside past me?
That's exactly right. It has basically flowed mechanically around you, collected itself behind you, and it is now free to harvest. It is now free to harvest inside.
I make terrible dorp.
Like the teeth of gears for a moment. And after it has done this deceleration a few times, there are 11 black dagger-like blades that fling themselves into the creature.
11?
Yes.
It's surprising.
Finishing move, like up in the air, sword between the hands, brought down upon the creature and skewer it.
Like this is the finishing move that you get like with the if you order the DLC. Rigorous mechanical enforcers that if there's anything wrong with the prophecy, if the prophecy perhaps needs to have some rough edges sanded off, the verifiers are there to manage the back half of it.
Someone must know. Who sends these machines? Who will repair this one? Who will collect this one? If we wait for long enough, will somebody come?
Well, this one is now a decoration for our stage.
Time is the enemy, the past, it threatens the fastest weapon. You wouldn't make it past a second, and that's the question. Play it brash and reckless, or choose a cautious solution you thought was prudent. In any sepulcher, pulchritude will become the putrid. It's that wealth that I'm pursuing. No mountain too steep or dungeon too deep to send expendable marks up to the top of the peak or beneath. They see you bleed, they come like sharks to it, while I swim in that money bin like Carl Barks drew it. So send your national parks druid, I'll send them home in a natural box with a closed top and most of the parts included. Save your breath for a cleric confessor. Death is a lesson and life is a tenured professor. But if you're seeking my official advice, sign on the dotted line and initial it twice.
All up for you, Kate.
Greetings. I am Rosinophus Otherword Grom, also known as Rosie B. Singer, also known as Yitzman Attende, also known as Kate Welch, your dungeon master. Our fellow compatriot, Jerry Holkins, is absent, not COVID-related absent, a different kind of absent. I want that to be made very clear. Jerry's fine. He's just not here today. But these fine people are, let's see, how does it go? Okay, to my right, it should be an owl boy who brings scowls to joy. Still.
Still.
I was close.
Still one.
That's good.
I don't have a hand thing yet.
To the right of my right, once more with feelings, it's Prism.
What's up? It's me. I don't know. Emotion.
How do you gesticulate emotion? To my left is it's been 1 week, and now it's been 2 weeks since we last saw Yitzman Attende. Rip in peace. But to the left of that is more like thirst from the quiver. First from the quiver. Now, I have a question about this quiver. Do you feel that there's a lot of thirst for first from the quiver?
No, I mean, I imagine that there's probably more than, no. You mean from? First from the quiver?
Well, it's up
or
to you.
Toward?
The answer is yes. And I got a hearty nod from Prism about that. So I think my question's answered. Now.
All right, I'll use it.
Do you think the fans want to fuck a cat?
Yes.
That's all you had to say.
This summer, you will believe.
Now listen, we only have 2 hours and I have a lot of material to get through, so shut up.
Should we mention the missing panel?
Oh, is it missing in the overlay?
Thought it was.
mystery panel. Hopefully, a guest will be joining us today, but we'll find out.
Who could it be?
It's
Who
quarantine.
could it be?
It's
Secrets.
2020. When and if this person arrives, then and only then will they get their introduction. Now, we cut to the Sunbeam Parlor, aka formerly known as the Friend Hole. It is morning. I presume that our gang of adventurers now lives here. We've never claimed bedrooms or even cleaned up a kitchen area. So I think we're basically squatting in detritus.
Sure.
But it's morning anyway. And the sun comes up with that song that goes do 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 do, old cartoon style.
Yeah.
Things seem very peaceful. And you wake up utterly refreshed. Long rests all around. Get that long rest in there.
Oh, let me click that button.
Finally. Push this button now.
Yeah, actually, that's a good reminder. I didn't have that up.
My character was technically dead for the last 2 sessions.
Not anymore. So tell me about your morning rituals. Let's start with you still.
Oh man. Let's see. Still would I guess Still would be the first one up. Well, he's an owl. No, he'd be the last one up. And so he would be the last one to wake up. So come to me last.
Clever. All right. First one to rise, quiver or prism?
Oh,
Quiver.
it's got to be quiver, right?
All right, quiver.
Yeah.
Tell me about your morning.
In as much as any cat sleeps, right? Sleep, but then the nap could be awake at any moment, right? Let's see. Wake up. Or I'm in the windowsill instead of in the bed. Hope nobody saw. Pause. Was I lick itself again? Terrible news. I don't like this. Better act like a sentient bipedal being, like I want to be, like they expect. And splash on some cat stink, musk. That ritual I will still apply. Check the glands, working order. Trot downstairs. Wait, now see, what's the layout? I was imagining these characters when you're describing them like we are kids playing with a dollhouse, and it's like, well, the adventure is over, and then we just stand in the lobby until the next week.
Where are we sleeping? I assume it's
just
upstairs
lay them
next to
against the
printing
wall.
press.
Yeah.
There's probably bedrooms up there.
I wasn't even here when you guys found this place, so I have no idea the layout. There's a stage. That's all I've inferred over the last 5 episodes.
Same.
There's stairs that go up, and there's a printing press in a room up there.
Right.
Yeah.
Lathander Jr.'s up there.
Right.
And then there's a stage downstairs.
No stairs. Yeah.
Okay.
So the hour of the morning, I imagine, Prism, are you an early riser?
So I'd like to believe that in the same way that every cat I've ever owned got me up at 5 a.m. for no reason, that Quiver and Prism are share a wall, and that any slight stirring is Princess and the Pea style going to wake her up. But she has a rigorous morning routine that she's got to get into anyway. So Prism is obsessed with waking up on the right side of the bed. And she
Let's
doesn't
start
know,
at the beginning.
she doesn't know what side of the bed it's going to be. So she gets up, puts her feet over, and then she checks herself. Is she red? Is she mad? Did she wake up angry? Not the right side of the bed. Got to try the other one. And this kind of goes back and forth for about 20 minutes until she comes to a conclusion that this is the right side of the bed to wake up in the morning. Yes. And then there's a lot of preening, much like a bird. Just a lot of preening, a lot of vocal warm-ups. I feel like she'd be the type to just throw those windows open and look at the town and be talking to strangers.
Little town.
Yes. Yes, exactly like that.
Beautiful. Does she emerge?
Yeah, she'll come downstairs, but only when she's looking 100%. She does not walk around in her gym jams ever.
And can we assume that prior to that, Quiver, as part of security measures, would go down and like check on things, make sure that nothing has been broken into, doors are still locked and all that.
Love it.
Okay.
Still.
So being an owl, he would sleep or be, I guess, sleepier during the day. I did a quick Google search on owlfacts.com, and they only sleep a couple hours. So we'll say he sleeps in small bursts. He's got a little nest. His room is just like a complete, if we have rooms, like a shithole tip to tail, and it is like fully scuttled into what could be a nest full of shiny bibs and baubles, and he just stands in the middle, like as creepy as possible. And if you were to open the door, you would just see a big pile of circular trash, and then him standing in the middle, completely still, not moving. And he could be awake, he could be asleep. And his giant eyes are sort of glowing. And it's just off-putting. And then he would wake up.
Warm.
Yeah, he would wake up periodically, and I want to say he always misses the window. His goal is to get up before everyone and go downstairs and be super accommodating and nice and want to help out, clean up, make breakfast or whatever, but he just can't find the window. He wakes up at like 3 a.m. and then goes back to sleep and gets up at like 9 and everyone's already up by then, sort of thing.
Wonderful.
He wakes up, he makes breakfast at like 2 a.m. for everybody. Like, they'll enjoy that. Misjudged. Then at 4, clears the table because it was cold. Nobody came down.
And there's like
we
ants.
don't know.
No, it gets worse. Like, his good intentions make it worse. Yeah, there's vermin now.
All we have noticed since Still moved in is that there's just more ants.
Yeah.
There's nobody knows why.
Yeah. Must be just the building.
Still, do you come downstairs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hop
Great.
down.
So Quiver, as the first person to arrive downstairs.
Just a moment. Well, Yitzbin, where is Yitzbin?
Yitzbin's sleeping. She's had a hard day.
How does her normal routine, what does it normally look like?
Well, since you asked, she wakes up with the dawn, and she likes to do a lot of stretching. Her room is way too small, and the stretching does run into the very thin walls between everyone's room. The hooves are not meant for second floor hardwood facilities. The hooves are echoing, and it is only by sheer determination that anyone sleeps after Yitzbin is awake. But once her fitness routine is down and she covers her hands and slicks the hair back, which is, essentially the Quiver Musk thing. She very tentatively attempts to go down the stairs. This takes all day, which is why she's generally only active at night and why she won't be participating in this adventure. Now,
I was gonna say, do we have a ramp? Horses can't go upstairs.
No,
They go up.
it takes a really long time.
Or they can't go down. Yeah.
Quiver,
Yes.
will you please give me a perception check
Oh,
as the first entity arriving downstairs?
Oh, let me get my dice ready.
I would love to do this. All right, let's see.
Dice.
Perception.
Yes, please.
That is going to be a 14.
Okay.
Not my best morning.
It's all right. It's not too difficult. When we first took over the Sunbeam Parlor, there was an area that was kind of octagonal in the middle, like a big circular bar. And that's where Yitzbin lit her magical bonfire to heat things up. So on that bar, you notice an object, a glints in the faint morning light, but you don't remember seeing it there yesterday.
This object. What does it look like?
So
He asked himself. He witnesses it here in the morning, the beams of light.
when you walk up to it, you're pretty like curious, like a cat?
I've played D&D before. I put my hand right on it.
Put
and I
it in my
speak
mouth.
any spell word. Yeah, exactly. Put it in my body.
Wonderful.
No, I approach it cautious. I mean, you're saying it's glint. How do I not know that? Like, is it dark down here? Does it have its own glow?
Let's say it does. Yeah. There's a little faint glow emitting from it, like from a candle that is almost completely guttered out.
But this cat has looked at things before. What does the object look like? What does it resemble?
You draw closer on soft nightly paws. Your eyes quickly pick up on this shape. Even from a distance, you can see it. And it's a bottle resting on its side on the counter. You draw closer. When you draw closer, a shape seems to emerge from inside the bottle. And at this point, Prism and Still, you have both come downstairs and are observing this.
How do you feel about this? I hear you coming down, but this bottle isn't noteworthy enough for me to say, come look at this bottle.
You both notice Quiver like stalking it as though it's prey and talking to himself.
Well, that is just Quiver, but I go, like I'm talking to a cat. I'm like, oh, what you got? What'd you bring? What'd you get, bud?
If I still think it's just a bottle, no, regardless, I level my crossbow.
The bottle doesn't.
Be too careful.
The bottle doesn't react.
Get real close to your face, and I just
He's
go,
a coward.
I support you. I love and support you.
I nudge the bottle with the tip of the crossbow bolt.
Tip of the crossbow. As you level this crossbow and get very, very close to this bottle, just before you nudge it, you can see inside the bottle is the outline of what looks like a tiny ship, as though someone has built it inside of the bottle. It looks maybe,
oh my God, props.
a little something like this.
hey,
You built that in an hour? That is amazing.
I have that. I have that box. I never put it together.
It's good. It's
awesome.
built.
Yeah.
So the moment you touch it with your crossbow and Prism's mouth opens to say, what you got there, little buddy?
Mhm.
All three of you feel strange. You feel warm and then cold.
I say, I feel strange. I feel warm and cold.
What do the rest of you do?
I shiver, but I take my hood off too because it's also hot.
Oh my God, I oscillate colors and I just looking like, oh, what is this now? What's happening?
The warmth, that feeling of warmth and cold, Quiver, as you bump it with the bolt in your crossbow, and then you pull back a little, that feeling goes away.
Oh, okay. Something is wrong. I felt cold and then I felt hot. Is this your bottle still?
I don't think so.
Prism?
No, it looks like garbage that maybe somebody left here from last night.
Yes, but it is magical garbage.
Okay, well, it's still got the word garbage in it, so it did make me feel weird.
What's my sword doing?
Oh, your sword is just hovering, like almost like a big cat pacing in a cage. It's hovering and pacing behind you, back and forth, back and forth. It's like kind of nervous, maybe.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
But not aggressive towards the bottle. Okay.
No.
Okay,
Hey.
so we got that going for us.
I say, live and let live. Bottle ain't hurting us. We're not hurting the bottle. There's room on this table for all sorts of objects and pieces of crap. You know?
No, we have to keep
As
this
long
place
as-
pristine.
Why?
Yeah, I am more concerned that we did not put this bottle here. Maybe someone lost it.
Are there any?
Come back and retrieve it.
Do I see any other bottles in the room?
Not intact.
Thousands.
They're all full of ships.
Stacked all over. Drop my die. I was ready to roll perception for a bottle search.
We did a minor cleanup of this inn or tavern or whatever it was before, but there's plenty of broken glass everywhere. This is the only intact bottle that you see.
We didn't get rid of it.
We didn't get rid of the broken glass.
No, it really adds like a sparkle.
That's what Still's using in his nest, so everybody's doing it.
And I'm not bothered by any of this either. Like, hey.
You think you're still upstairs? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just making the whole place my nest.
I say again, I go, it's just garbage. And I make a move like I'm going to like just get rid of it, like touch it. And does nobody stop me?
Nobody stops you? All right.
We trust you.
I mean,
I grab this bottle.
In a moment, all three of you find yourselves aboard the deck of a ship.
Shit.
The salty wind blows through your tresses or your fur or your feathers, depending. You can smell the sea, you can hear the birds. You are now aboard a ship, but the ship isn't moving. And there is no crew aboard this ship either. The ship seems to be swaying and creaking in the middle of the open ocean with absolutely no one else aboard.
And we don't see, there's no like glass bottle or anything like that around us.
If you look up into the sky, all you see is blue. That's it.
Okay.
Kate. Is this a bottle episode? God damn it.
Hey, you gotta be honest.
God damn it, Kate.
It isn't not a bottle episode.
Oh boy.
Was that it?
I love it.
Is it over?
That's it. I hope you guys liked it.
I unsubscribe.
Come on, keep playing in the space.
Okay. So we're in the middle of the ocean. I'm trying to think. Prism's never been on a boat before. She drops to the deck like a starfish.
All four limbs.
All the way out. And she turns this really sick yellowish green, and it like the color just kind of like thrums over her whole body, and she just goes, "Oh God, oh no."
Yeah, I don't think Quiver's not a fan of being on a boat either.
Water.
So not the full starfish, but never giving you the full starfish unless you're
not on the first date.
And I walk across. But I definitely like crouch down, like and like looking at the sky. It's like, this is not what I want. This is not where I want to be. We're exposed. We are exposed. Why did you touch the garbage?
I wanted to get rid of the garbage. Are we inside the garbage? What is happening?
No, we are garbage.
That's impossible. Don't you know who I am?
Yitzbin is going to throw us away.
Oh my gosh, she is.
Yitzbin's almost down that first step. Almost.
Oh man.
12 more to go.
Uh-oh. We've got a ticking time clock in the background too. Oh geez. All the pieces are in place.
Like 24.
Yeah. Still wouldn't be upset about being on a boat necessarily. I think being instantly transported would be jarring though.
It is.
And I am.
It's bottling, actually.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah.
Your sword did not come with you still.
Oh. I was just about to ask what the sword was doing. Okay.
I don't feel like dealing with it.
I am surprised and a little happy because it's been something of a burden, but also a little sad because it's now been with me for, I don't know, a couple weeks.
Yeah, it's a good sword.
That's a good sword. It's done its thing. So I would beg you both to stop fighting friends, best friends, please. I love you both. Stop fighting. I love you. And then I would say, I know what I'll do, and then I'll fly away.
You have a flying distance of what, 50 feet?
Let's see. I've never flown before.
Great. Good time to start.
Good time to start.
I never knew I could.
I never knew I could. You know? Unarmed strike. That's what we're looking at, right?
Yeah.
You unarmed strike the air over and
I
over.
have 1d4 flight.
What the hell is fly on here? I hate D&D Beyond. Couldn't be harder.
Whatever.
We'll
Can't
say
find anything I need.
we'll say
It's a
50.
waste.
Okay. You can fly 50 feet.
I'm just trying to assess around this.
Okay. Sure.
I'm not actually
yeah.
just like peace out.
Peacing out. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So still, as you fly up into the air and you start to do rounds around the ship, and you can do as many as you want because you're only going 50 feet landing and then 50 feet. All you can see is open ocean, and your aerial observance of this ship confirms that there are no other living beings aboard. Can I get a passive perception check from everyone? Nope, that's passive. An active perception check from everyone, please.
Oh, how do they differ?
One you don't roll for. One is just part of your stats. The other one you roll for.
I see.
Oh, mama.
All right, what you got?
I got 18. Ooh.
18 from Still, 19 from Quiver?
No, flip those,
Flip?
yeah.
Okay. What about you, Prism?
6.
Okay. Still, on your most recent pass around the ship, you start to hear something whispering to you. And only you can hear this.
Okay.
And it says, "You've got to lower the mainsails."
Where's this? Where do I hear it coming from?
Seems to be coming from the mainsails.
Okay.
Oh. And then
While I'm like flying up around, closer to them.
Closer to the sails.
Okay.
Exactly.
But I would look at you still, and I say to you, Prism, because 18 isn't bad. I know enough to say, Prism, still, he looks like he's being whispered to. What could it be?
I go, I don't care. Get me off this boat. And then I just start screaming.
So I'll land. I will not touch the sails because that's weird to be talked to by cloth. And I'll land, and then I'll say, the sails have a pitch, and they want us to lower them. I'm trying to think of a good sales joke. I couldn't come up with one. The sails whispered to me.
Sorry.
They said they want to be lowered. But I don't want to touch anything.
The sails say this, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So we're on a haunted boat. Wonderful.
Well, yeah.
With no stage.
With no stage, it's a ghost ship.
Yeah. Can you communicate to them? Why do they not lower themselves?
I'll ask. I fly up and I ask.
There's no response.
Okay. I fly back down. No. Are they still just repeating the same message, or I'm not even getting that anymore?
Yeah, it seems to be. It's not a recording. It's the same tone of voice, but it's getting more insistent.
Okay.
Oh.
I relay that. I land and relay that. They only have one thing really on their minds, apparently.
Sails.
Being lowered.
Disgusting. I think,
Sales only want one thing, and it's disgusting.
To go down.
Yeah.
Nice.
This is a trap. Still, we have been placed here by someone who came to the venue, and is another cult, and is at this moment is stealing your sword, because where is it? It is not here with us. We are continuing to play into this if we lower the sails. I defy the sails.
Square, give me a perception check.
All right. Oh, that's a good one. That one's a 24.
You hear a whispering in your voice, in your head, in this same kind of voice that's still heard. Not that you would know that, but it's the same voice. And it says, "You've got to raise the anchor."
Now I'm being told to raise the anchor. This is conflicting information.
Prism, give me a perception check.
Okay. Yes, I will do that, and then I would like to do an action.
Absolutely.
Oh, mama, you're gonna love a nat 3. That's like a 7.
Ooh. You hear the creaking of the ship's boards.
Oh God, it's falling apart. So I like am grabbing the boards for dear life, and then I need to take my fantasy anxiety medicine, and I cast calm emotions on myself. But it's every humanoid in a 20-foot radius, so I need everyone to do a charisma 15.
Oh, jeez. All right.
Or get calmed the F down.
Get Zoloft.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know enough about it to like want to use a charge on not being calm.
Hey. Oh, what's my charisma? I beat it no matter what.
Okay.
I got a
No, I failed. I fail.
Great. Okay, so we're just mellow, just super mellow with it, just like real cool with what's going on.
I beat it.
So still, you can be as neurotic as you want to be.
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't too neurotic to begin with. I think he's too happy and upbeat to fully be afraid.
So then this didn't work because it's just what he's feeling anyway.
Yeah, he's not. I mean, he's not cool with it. This has been weird from the word go. But being talked to by a ship is weird. I want to defy both the anchor and the sails. And are there any compartments or rooms, captain's quarters, sorts of things?
Yeah, there's a door to at the end of the boat nose, and another door that goes down that seems to be like a trap door that's in the boat ass.
Okay.
I hate this.
I'll go to the opposite of the boat ass, the boat mouth, I guess.
Okay.
I'll go to that door.
Boat nose.
And I'll look over my shoulder and I'll just say, "A bottle got us here. A bottle will take us home. We just got to find the right bottle to touch." And then I'll go in the hop across the deck to the captain's quarters and or whatever's in the front.
Sure. Do you want to open the door?
Yes.
Thousands of bottles spill out onto the deck. Thousands.
See?
All different.
I just start touching them. Touching them all as fast as possible.
They all become cloudy with grime, one after another, covered in the dander and filth and disease of your disgusting little bird fingies.
Mm-hmm.
It's working.
It seems to be working.
I'll have us home in no time. You two just take a nap. Enjoy this salty sea air. It's good for, I don't know, complexion.
What else?
I'll take care of this.
Prism, just faintly, you hear, "You've got to spin the wheel, lass."
Oh. Okay, now the ghost is talking to me, and then I look up and I go, "Oh, spirit, restless spirit, please haunt us no more."
And all three of you now hear this ghost. It says, "I'm only trying to help you get home. Lord above. Bunch of codgers. Listen to a hint, why don't you?"
No more, please.
Yeah.
And I'm not a ghost, I'm a shit. I'm a talking shit. Lord have mercy.
And you want us to touch you in places?
I do. It's not weird, I'm a boat. I can't fuck.
Well, no, hang on.
Is it your mission then? Is this the work you've unleashed?
Oh, it's not my work. You know, I'm not going to tell you whose work it is, but it's no stranger to you, I'll tell you that much.
Oh,
Well, tell us. Why wouldn't you tell us?
I will not. You've got to touch me in all the right places first.
I don't want to touch you in all the right places.
Because we are guests of this boat, I think that we should do as it asks. So I approach, not knowing a boat as well as you do, Kate, the boat terminology. Where would the anchor on a boat be? How would I know?
It's like the haunch area.
On a haunch of the boat?
Yeah.
Okay. So I just look for the ligaments of just check like a compass or something on the boat.
The anchor is very easy to find.
Okay. So yeah, approach that anchor, and then it's just probably a simple, like a rope you pull or something, like one of those dumb ropes that boats have.
Seemingly simple, but oh no. As soon as you touch it, the boat says, but you all have to do it at the same time.
Why?
Okay.
That's the rules. I'm an enchanted boat. You think I like this? You think I like being able to have this conversation with a bunch of strangers?
Do you know how we got here?
I do. Yeah, you touched the jar, wee lad.
All right. Your story checks out.
Checks out. All right, I go over to the wheel and I very tentatively put my hands on it, and I feel like I'm doing I just feel like it's gross.
Oh, that's the stuff. That's what I like right there. I'm gonna need everybody to do it at the same time. Everybody get over to the wheel and turn it together. It's teamwork. Don't you see it's a metaphor for teamwork?
Oh, I see. Not each task by itself, but...
No, too obvious.
All right, I get it. Okay. So I approach this wheel as well.
All right.
Also, do you know how hard it is with Yitzpin's accent not to drop into another one?
I'm getting it out of the system. Outlawed tunes on outlawed pipes.
All right. So the first thing we got to do is we got to pull up this anchor.
Oh, wait, I thought we were touching the wheel.
Well, that's not going to do anything if we don't pull up the anchor.
Well,
Listen, I don't expect a bird to know this.
Is there an order? Yeah.
Does Prism know
you
that?
shouldn't.
I know.
Yeah, you've never been on a boat before.
She spent a lot of time in water deep. I don't know. She might know about boats and just be deeply terrified of them.
I buy that. All right. So we go to do we come to the anchor? I return to the anchor if that's what you say. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
I come trotting over with my arms full of bottles. I haven't abandoned the bottle angle.
Okay.
And I'm just losing one here and there loosely as I come.
We'll touch it later.
Over. Yeah. I'll touch it. This is making a mental note. Touch that one later. Don't forget to touch that on the way back.
In my mind palace. I know exactly where it is.
Yeah, exactly.
My mind
Moonwalking with Einstein.
Lord.
All right. So do all of you reach for this rope to pull up this anchor?
Yes, but I hate every moment of it.
Yes.
As you all reach for this rope, there's a sound of a popping sound that you can hear as though it came from every direction all at once, and suddenly reaching for the rope along with you is a cohesive beam of Lathander's light, Evelyn Marthane, who appears next to you.
Yeah.
Hi.
Where am I? I blacked out.
We're on a boat that someone touched a bottle, not naming any names, and we got transported to this ship, and it's enchanted, and it's telling us what to do. And by the power of teamwork, we're going to get home.
So I get transported places with little to no warning all the time. I totally understand.
I'm assuming you touched the bottle too?
Probably. Who knows?
Who can say?
Evelyn, you distinctly remember touching the bottle.
Yeah, I definitely touched whatever bottle this was. I touched it. I love touching things.
Oh, great. Then you were going to be so helpful. And I just show her my big pile of bottles. I'm like, touching a bottle got us into this. Touching a bottle is going to get us out of this. So
Here.
Hold up the big pile of bottles.
She starts touching them. I know how this game goes. You just got to take the clues that are presented to you.
I just look at Quiver and Prism. I go, we got this. We got this locked up.
Ship, this is not what you asked for, but is this not an example of teamwork?
No, not even a little bit.
What is it then?
If it was up to me, I'd say you could all go home just for breathing the air, but it's not.
Who are you? Who's going to try to make my accent turn into that?
I will allow it. You can have this accent with me. That's teamwork. I'm the boat.
Oh, you are the boat itself.
I'm this boat upon which you stand.
Well, very nice. I don't believe I've ever talked to a boat before.
I don't believe I've ever talked to whatever you are.
I'm a paladin of Lathander, servant of the Holy Morning Lord. Have you heard the good news of Lathander? I can tell you all about him.
Start at the beginning.
In the beginning, there was darkness. And then there was a great light.
It's too scary for me.
And the light was good.
I need everyone to touch this rope. I could not be making it any clearer for you. What you got to do.
Touch
I'm so
the rope?
tired of this boat yelling at me. I grab it.
We're all grabbing this rope.
All right, I need everyone to make a strength check.
Oh, come on.
Strength. Let's do strength athletics.
All right.
Come on, bud.
It's going to be the weakest link stuff. Athletics.
Son of a wing wang.
13 for me.
Okay.
8.
Okay.
15.
Okay.
I got bottles in my hands.
I'm not strong enough.
7.
And you got hollow bones.
Yeah.
That's true. That's
I
8
rolled a
bones.
2.
Oh, Evelyn.
Gross,
no.
Evelyn. All right.
Yeah.
You're too busy touching all the bottles with me.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
We got bottles on bottles right now.
Prism, time seems to continue on as normal for you.
Sure.
The rest of you, you notice that Prism has frozen in her action, pulling up this rope seemingly single-handedly, which for a bard of her size and stature is surprising, but the boat heaves this heavy sigh of discontent with its lot and says, all right, I can already tell you're not going to like this, but in order to lift this rope, which you have failed miserably to do with your physical strength, you've got to lift it with your emotional strength. Here's what it says that you got to do. I need you each to tell me a story about your family. And not a fake one. I'm a psychic boat. I can tell when you're lying. You go first, cat person.
First of all, I'm not a lion. I'm a tabaxi. No.
I quit.
Let's see. What is there? What's there? Some cool quiver tidbits that I can get into. I've forgotten all of it. So that's the story he tells.
I got a little cheat sheet about each of you. It says here you've got a litter of kits at home. Tell me about them.
I do not have any kids of my own, but I do have many, 9 brothers and 9 sisters. And we are from a very large family. And family is everything to a tabaxi. It's the first, I like to say that it's the first cult that one belongs to.
It's beautifully said. Who's your favorite among all the siblings?
God, it's so hard not to do the Scottish accent. It's hard to say.
That's good. Scottish weather.
Just roll with it.
Maybe the psychic boat influences our language functions.
The more that you talk to the psychic boat, the more you sound like the psychic boat. That's what
right.
you say.
Get out of my head.
But do you have any brothers or sisters?
I'll ask you a question. Which of your siblings is your favorite?
I'd have to say the youngest. That is because the youngest needs the most care. It changes, but right now, the youngest, a precious kitten, is perhaps my favorite.
Well, that's a wee adorable little answer, isn't it? All right, Paladin of Lathander. Skip all the Lathander stuff. You tell me a story about your family.
Well, My dad was also a paladin of somebody that I'm not going to bring up because I've been told not to, but you probably can guess because he's the greatest that everyone knows about. Anyway, when I was little, I had a lot of trouble keeping up with my cousins and my brother because of my bum leg. But my dad, who was a paladin of Lathander, once went on this epic journey and he came back with the magic boots that you see me wearing right now. And since then, I've never had any trouble keeping up. They wouldn't let me wear them in paladin school, so that was really rough. But after that, I wear them every day and I think about my daddy taking care of me, even though he's dead now.
Oh, it took a dark turn at the end, didn't it?
It did.
All right.
Nothing is dark in the light of Lathander.
I told you not to say it, but you're too cute to stay mad at. Speaking of cute, what about you, little owl boy?
If you thought that was dark. I don't remember my family. My parents died when I was very young, and I have just been spending my life traveling and helping people anywhere I could until I met all of these folks just a few days ago, and now they're my family, and I love them all very much.
Well, that's very touching, and it is true, although it seems unlikely. I'm not detecting any lies from you. My boat sense is not tingling.
You would know.
I would know. Thank you for recognizing my primacy. All right. With that, I guess time unfreezes, and you all, with a massive heave, yank this anchor out, and it goes crashing down on the boat deck behind you.
I go, yes, I am the strong one. For once.
All right,
I didn't realize you had that in you, Prism.
It was lurking just below the surface, it turns out. A multi-talented performer.
Seems like
an iceberg.
Just like an iceberg. Oh, God. No, I'm sure. All right, so next up is the sails.
Well, that's up to you, lass. You seem to be the only competent deckhand we have, so what do you want to do?
I want to get home. How do I get home?
Oh, then you're going to want to lower those sails then. That's a good step.
All right.
Come over and tickle me ropes.
So go over to the sheet and, excuse me, the boat noodle. I don't know.
Thank you.
And just feebly pulling, just with her stringy little arms. Just,
oh, that's
Can I help, Prism?
Please, everyone, please help me.
Evelyn helps.
Yeah, I also approach.
As will I.
Tears in my eyes welling up.
Thinking about the tiny kitten.
Right. Even though he's small, he'd be here pulling the hardest.
So for this, since there's going to be some knots and ropes and stuff, we'll do a dexterity sleight of hand check for everyone, please.
Oh, yeah, big money. Dirty 20.
Nice.
11.
Okay.
Dirty 21.
Nice.
All right, you little punk.
17.
17.
Dirty.
Apparently, you guys are meant to be on a boat.
Yeah.
Look at ropes.
So working together on various parts of this rope, you are able to unfasten, refasten, tie elaborate knots, all of you, except that is for Evelyn, who manages somehow to get her own arms and legs tied up in the rigging, the boat noodle. And so once that has started to become calamitously apparent, time freezes for you, Evelyn. And the boat says, it's just us. I'm so glad. We can take all the time we need to talk about Lathander now if you want. I didn't want to waste everybody else's time, but...
Oh, well, it wouldn't be a waste, but if you want some one-on-one Lathander time, I mean, I totally understand that.
You know what? I've already thought better of it. I've got an idea, though. I think what I want from you is I want to hear, what is it that truly holds you back? from achieving what you're capable of?
Wow, that's a big question.
I know I didn't write it. I don't really care, but the magical man who brought me to life thinks that this is a good exercise.
Oh, so it's like something that someone out there is trying to get us to figure out about ourselves.
Sure.
This stuff happens to me all the time. It's fine. You don't have to explain yourself. I understand.
Thank Christ.
So the question, no, thank Lathander.
Sorry. My mistake.
What is the thing that's holding? See, here's the thing, Psychic Boat. Should I call you Psychic Boat?
Absolutely.
Okay. Psychic Boat. PB, if you will.
Peanut butter and jelly, my friends call me.
PB and J. Pibbage. All right. Anyway, nicknames later. Answer to the question now. What is the thing that holds me back the most? I wonder, you see, if the thing that holds me back the most is something I can't see for myself, you know? Maybe the thing that holds me back the most is that I can't see the things that hold me back. Does that make sense?
It does. It does. No.
Because if there's one thing I've learned in all my travels, it's that I thought I had everything figured out. I thought I knew my purpose. I thought I knew my place. I thought I knew who the most important people in my life were. And then the more and more I lived and the more I learned, the more I realized that all the things I thought I knew that were black and white were more shades of gray or rainbow colored, you know? And so I guess the thing that has held me back is not being able to see beyond my expectations. But now that I said that, I guess I figured that out, so it's not holding me back anymore.
Oh, it's easier said than done, I'm afraid.
I'm sure I'll figure it out.
I'm sure you will. That was a brave answer, and I appreciate it. But the answer I was looking for was spiders.
Oh. Sometimes, I get it. It's a riddle. What's holding me back the most? Right now it's you, because you have me stuck in time.
And ropes.
Ropes and spiders too, probably.
I really don't like germs. I'm not sure if I know what germs are, but I really don't like dirt or anything that could, be considered yucky. That holds me back. Also, professing my true feelings when I'm not sure they're reciprocated, that holds me back too.
Whoa,
expectations of others.
Good thing I froze in time. Keep the list going.
Let's see. The need to create a specific persona for other people to see, even if it doesn't match who I am in my heart. You're really helping me see a lot of things about myself, PB.
It's free therapy, really, when you think about it. All right,
that's therapy I've ever had. That's
we got to get these sales down. Your friends are hoisting and Dixon down there. We've got to help them. So with that, time unfreezes. Evelyn, you miraculously roll out of these ropes that mysteriously bound you up before.
Ta-da!
And you do. There's very much like an aristocrat's move there at the end. And with that, you are all able to get all of these sails to come flapping down, and they are brilliant shades of red and like a really glossy black, almost like leather. And they come whistling down around your ears, and the boat says, "Oh Lord, that's better." I don't know if you've ever been a magically conjured ship before, but if you've never had your sails unfurled by a competent crew, you are messing out.
Aw, I wish I could have my sails unfurled sometime.
Get a room.
I would if I could.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are at our first break, believe it or not. That was fun. We've got a psychic boat to manage, so we've also we've got to evacuate our bladders, and we will be right back to you in mere moments. Hopefully, the world's longest break, so that I can stop sweating. See you in a minute. Shadow Council, Mayor Labors, please you. I forgot to say that before the break, but that's something that Jerry does. and I'm saying it now. Welcome back. These are all the same people that were here before. Okay. So you have just lowered the sails. You've just raised the anchor. The boat is yours.
How's the boat feeling? Do we get a sense of that from the cant? How's it handling?
Oh, like a dream. You haven't actually tried to drive it yet, but it's definitely it's humming along a little bit. Like you can tell it's about 50% of the way there.
Okay.
How many knots are we going?
Oh, all of them.
All the knots.
Just
Wow.
You better not ask that question.
Whoa.
Duly noted.
You guys aren't actually moving yet.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
What's wrong, you great boot?
Well, you've got more tasks to complete, haven't you? I believe I've told you at least one of them.
Oh, we gotta turn the wheel.
Touch the wheel.
All right, well, let's all go touch the wheel.
Are we all together? Can we all go like arm in arm to demonstrate a kinship to the?
Yes.
I love that idea. Let's do that. And then once we get to the wheel, it has all those handles on it. We can each hold one of them.
Yes.
Quick question. What happens after we have done all this?
That's the end of my task.
Do you just put us back where we were?
I'll send you along to the next place. I don't know if that's backward or forward, really. I've got one task, and that's to make you do these stupid chores aboard my ship.
What do you get out of this boat?
An end
freedom.
to the torment of being a psychic boat.
You sound like you've done this before. Do people just get sent to you all the time?
Oh, I didn't think I was going to be talking about me. Let's see if I can come up with some backstory. I have been utilized 2 times ever. I have lived in this bottle for a very, very long time. No one has sought to enchant me because, frankly, it's not a good construction job. I end up in antique shops pretty frequently. But on the rare occasion that I do get enchanted, and it turns out like this, and it's misery.
I worry about you, Bo, because I know what it's like to think that your only purpose is to be utilized by some external force. And, it's important that you know what you want too.
Give me
what is it that you want, Bo?
I think it's important we do what you don't want us to do.
Wait, why is that? That doesn't make any kind of sense. I've not shown you anything but goodwill.
For all I know, you've trapped us here.
You think a psychic boat could suck you into a bottle with no retaliation whatsoever that you could have taken? You think I could have done this?
That's exactly what happened.
That's what happened.
That's what it looks like to us.
Oh, so when this happened to me before, the people that came aboard were fully aware that this was what there was going to be happening to them. So I just assumed everybody comes full knowing that they're getting sucked into a boat.
Maybe we're here to help you.
Yeah.
Maybe you're not here to help us. Maybe we're here to help you.
How do you feel?
Well, I would like to be a free boat.
You mean outside the bottle?
I would love to be. What else is that?
Oh, you want to sail the high seas? Is that what you want to do?
Or a different bottle?
Great. That sounds a different bottle. I'll take that. What else could you do for me? Let's stop on the task. Let's make a sales pitch to old psychic boat.
Well, let's see. What are some of Boat's favorite things to do? They could bring cargo from one place to another.
Cargo.
They could go on great adventures. I mean, I wouldn't recommend piracy, but if that's your thing, then you could take a pirate crew around the world to pillage.
Piracy is my thing.
Or a cruise ship for fat families.
Oh, yeah, fat families.
Yeah, fat families.
Underserved demographic.
That's a bit rude of you, little owl.
Is that rude?
Is that rude?
Yeah.
Hey, beat me to it.
Okay, well, you want to become a pirate ship? Is that your one true dream?
Oh, I already am. I'm a pirate ship. I haven't actually boarded any other ships or seen any other ships, but I am a pirate ship, yes.
Oh, so maybe it's your dream to have a crew.
That could be, although I seem to think it seems like that's the function you are serving. So perhaps I'll just keep you here and not tell you what the last task is at all.
Oh, well,
That's a great idea.
nice.
Oh, Paladin of Lathander, you have saved me from an eternity of loneliness.
Well, if I've saved you, then it's truly Lathander working through me that has saved you. Are you ready to accept Lathander into your heart right now, Psychic Boat?
I don't have a heart, I'm a boot, but it does sound like a very profitable proposition. I wonder if Lathander likes piracy.
Well, if it has to do with life and new birth and a new dawn, like if piracy is your way of growing into your next path, then maybe he does.
The road to get there is like, yeah. Okay.
The road to the light has many twists and turns.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, I was going to say, if you're looking for a crew, I don't know if we are willing to stay and be your crew, but perhaps we could offer you the experience of being a pirate ship by locating another boat to storm and take over and pillage on your behalf.
Well, that sounds like a dream come true. How do we do that?
Have you seen any other boats in this ocean?
I've not. Never. Not a one. I would have stormed the living heck out of it if I had.
Anyway,
Okay.
back to Lathander.
Well, it looks like you got an
progress with
eternity
that.
of Lathander proselytizing coming.
No, now that I think of it, he did say that you would try this, little paladin of Lathander. He did say it. He did say that.
Who?
What?
This mystery figure.
Who said what?
Where?
He
Why?
said that you would try to talk your way off of this boat, and I was not to let you. I had to make you do all the tasks.
I was saying I was going to stay here. I wasn't talking my way off the boat. I was trying to save your Psychic Boat soul, but
I'm a boat. I don't have a soul. In any event, who wants to spin this wheel?
oh, we all do together.
Friendship will save the day.
Okay, so we're doing it. We all do it.
We all
Is
take
it hard
one
to do?
handle together and turn it.
It's pretty hard to do. I'm gonna get let me do a straight strength check
It's
from
a
everybody.
ship. It's not animal handling.
Yeah.
Animal handling check from everybody. Yeah.
Okay.
Good call, Prism. Good call. Good
Thank
call.
you. I have less of a bonus on this.
I rolled a 2 again.
I also
I get a
rolled
3
2.
on animal handling.
Oh, I got
Okay.
good animal handling.
Yeah, 12.
15.
Okay.
4.
15
Okay.
from you still.
Yeah. I got +3 on animal handling.
As you all, in a merry Wizard of Oz way, grab this ship's wheel together, you all try to turn it. And perhaps it's that you didn't agree on which direction to turn it, but it doesn't budge. And time freezes for all of you, which you can only notice because the rocking of the ship ceases mid-rocking. The seabirds above swooping freeze.
Mhm.
And the ship said, "Oh, finally, we got one with all 4 of you. I was really counting on this to spin out the tail a bit longer, so this is convenient." Here's the question. You must answer truthfully. Prism, I know this is your first go-round, so we're going to start with you first.
Oh.
What do you wish that you could control?
Oh, what do I wish I could control, man?
You can't say the weather. That's ridiculous.
I do wish I could control the weather with my mind. No, all my life people have said that they want me to be able to better control my emotions, but I don't think it would be that. I think if I could control everyone in the audience of when I sing having a good time and make them have a good time, I think that is what I would want to control. Kind of like a brainwashing, but like good, you know?
OOC. Have you ever read the novel Perfume?
No?
You should.
Oh no.
Prism should. Is it in D&D? Can Prism read it?
Yeah, you know what? We'll put it in D&D. We'll put it at the library back at home.
Yay.
All right. I see. That was a beautiful answer, and it just so happened to be true as well. Very impressive. All right, a little owl boy. What do you wish that you could control?
Holding all the bottles still, and I just look up, and his eyes are all like big and cutie, and he just says, I don't want people to hurt each other. So I guess I want to control people. And his eyes get like creepy dark.
That's great.
Unfortunately, that also happens to be true.
Yes.
Nobody wants to react to this confession, eh?
I mean,
it kind of makes
it.
sense. Yeah.
Thank you, my friends.
This group is a dystopian nightmare.
Yeah, you're the one telling us the correct answer, so we cannot argue with this. Do we like it? I don't know.
I'm just trying to foment some dissent. I'm trying to stir the pot. I'm a pot stirrer.
Well, Quiver, what about you?
What was the question? Was what do you want the most?
What do you want to control?
What do you want to control? I wish for that all of this of my my clan wishes for, and this is to control our destiny, and not to be at the whim of the things within a city, but to be able to make decisions. If you live in a jungle, there is no one in the jungle telling you how to go about your life. I only want this for this environment, which is what we believe is the most beautiful of all of nature, is the civilization. Do you understand? I see from the tears in your eyes that I have moved you.
So you want to overthrow the government, Quiver?
No. No.
The idea of government.
No. I want I want the other tab actually not to. Did I cut out?
Yeah.
Try one more time.
I said, I want other Tabaxi not to make fun of me and my family for being small.
Okay. Well,
You have made me say it. It is an inside thought.
now it's an outside thought.
Now you know.
Are you especially small for your people?
Oh yes, this is the first time you have met one of us. Yes. We are a breed of Tabaxi, which is a diminutive.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh. It's very cute, though.
Just the tail is getting, well, there's no fur on it, right? So the back of the tip of the tail is like,
Starts hunching.
yeah.
The part about wishing that nobody would make fun of him for being so small, that part was true. That is not a lie. The first one was a bit more noble, and I didn't have a chance to call you out on it. But that second one checks out. All right, Paladin of Lathander. What do you wish you could control?
You said you'll know if we're lying for sure.
I did.
That's interesting. So we couldn't like give you an answer even that was like, what if it was like also true, but not like the first most true answer?
Oh, I'll know right away.
Oh. Well, then I guess I would say I wish I could control my own feelings.
Oh, but you've got this friend here who seems to be masterful with her feelings.
Yeah, I mean, I look up to that for sure.
I was born with it.
Yeah, I mean, Prism, when you like, you know, you feel something that you don't want to feel, what do you do?
No, it's more like you just want to feel all the feelings.
Oh,
Like feeling something very intensely is there's no bigger rush, you know what I mean? Than
That's
just
true.
feeling something really intensely. So you really just gotta feel your feelings, even if there's something that some would consider bad. But if you don't feel your bad feelings, how can you know that the good feelings feel so good? So
What, so you're saying you don't necessarily control your feelings. You just, even if you shouldn't feel something, you just feel it anyway?
I'm saying I'm very good at finding the positives in situations.
Well, me too, usually. But just, you know, sometimes there's things I shouldn't feel, you know?
No, that's where you're wrong. You're supposed to feel all your feelings. Jealousy? Don't worry, there's a reason. You just gotta really think about it. Just spend a long time sitting with your feelings.
But what if you feel something for someone else and they don't feel it back?
Interesting. Well,
Just hypothetically, not that that's like what I'm thinking about, just like, you know, as an academic question in this context.
it is hard. I do want to make people feel the things that I'm feeling at all times. So maybe that is also what I would like to control. Interesting. I've learned a lot about myself. Oh, thank you, Evelyn.
Oh, thank you too.
What do you do in that situation? I don't know. Just do what I do and just really only be concerned with what you're feeling.
That doesn't really go well with the whole, like, you know, paladin value set.
Well, I'm a bard, so
Yeah, I wish I had been born a bard.
yeah. Well, I mean, it's never too late to start.
I have heard of a thing called multiclassing.
This is true. Listen, OOC, yes, incredible in character. Well, you know, we don't need any bards in this party. I kind of have that covered. But you know, if you were to like move on to greener pastures,
I mean, I could just never be as good a bard as you or anyone else I know. So
you could live forever in my shadow.
Yeah,
that sounds nice. Wow, thanks, Boat.
Did we pass your test, Boat? Can we go home now?
Oh, you've passed this one, yes. But there are more. And with that, the wheel spins suddenly, even though you were all pulling in different directions. And the rudder engages on the ship. Sorry, the boat fin engages, and the boat starts to move. And says, "Oh, finally! God, I thought you'd never get through that. All right, there's one more. There's one more. It's the hardest one yet."
I know what it is. And I drop all the bottles, and then I flatten and hug the deck. And I go, "You are loved, Boat."
Aww.
I love you, Boat. Did that work?
The boat breaks into 1,000 pieces. No,
I did it. You have a friend in me, Boat. Is that what you were searching for?
The boat feels something for the first time in its shallow 2-time existence. It feels like it is loved by a sweet owl boy. And it says, "Oh, that's nice. You could stay. You could stay and just hug me. If you'd like, I could send the rest of them home. You stay here. You sweet little owl boy."
If that's what you want, if you'll really send everyone home.
Whoa. I'm sort of spellbound to do it in a particular way. So yeah, if they do the last task, then they can all go home. But you will stay and hug me for the rest of time
until I, die of starvation. So like I don't know, 2 weeks. But I'm down for 2 weeks of hugging.
Holy hell.
Now what are you going to do, Kate? What are you going to do? What's this boat think?
2 weeks later, an emaciated still hugs the deck of the boat.
Right.
Final hugging breath. Collapses.
I'll take this under advisement. I do have to follow the script a bit, though. There's one more task that is set before you, and there's a very specific speech that I'm supposed to make before I do it. You've all proven yourselves wise and true friends who are willing to divulge secrets about yourself to the others. You have made it through 3 rigorous challenges with your body and your mind. And this last one is the hardest one of all. You must hoist the black flag.
Why?
Because this is a pirate boat.
Oh, well, can it be like pirates who bring love and pillage only bad feelings?
Yeah.
Certainly. I don't have a dog in that race.
Okay.
Great.
Okay. Just so we're clear, get on board with that.
Perhaps unlike the other tests, this is just a technicality. We raise this flag and there's no mind, body, spirit, mushy talk. We just shoot it up there and go home.
The DC for this one is quite high.
After we do this, what happens to you?
Oh, I wouldn't worry about that. I'll probably just go back to being a boat in a bottle.
Do you like being a boat in a bottle?
I have no feelings about it one way or the other, honestly, because most of the time I'm not conscious.
Then when we return, we will definitely treat you as we were planning to, which is to throw you in the garbage.
That's what you're going to do with me?
No.
Yes.
You said you had no feelings about it.
Start picking up more bottles. No.
Still in prison. Roll a deception check for me. Charisma deception.
I've been lied to by this boat.
14.
Okay.
Still can't lie.
13 plus 0, so 13.
Okay. The boat does not buy this. The boat now believes that you were going to throw it in the trash.
Oh, Still was not going to throw the boat in the trash.
At least in the past, I've been relegated to weird pawn shops and strange garages. I've never been thrown in the trash before.
What if we put you on a boat?
What would that be like?
I don't know.
We can compromise. We can put you on a barge. This is a trash boat.
All right. I'll take it. That's fine. It's still a boat. That sounds nice.
And then
I could be on the boat.
And then any rats that touch the bottle will come on your ship, and then you could put them through this weird friendship torture.
What is the rat one?
To do it. I don't think they would.
Ask the rats what they want. Yeah, what they want to control.
Humanity.
I have a psychic boat, so I could talk to those rats. This is a good plan. I like it. All right. You'll find the flag at the boat nose, I think. I don't know where flags are, but that sounds good enough for me.
There's a big box that says flag on it. On the deck.
And then it has those check boxes that are like red, white, pirate, black.
Yeah.
The one that's black is checked.
Well, there's all kinds of flags in here. Which one do we want?
So we're raising the black flag?
Oh, yeah. You're going to raise a black flag.
That's what the boat said.
Okay.
So I don't know, hold it up in the air, I guess.
This isn't a trap, right?
No, none of this has been a trap. I mean, the whole thing's a trap, but these individual tasks are not traps. No.
Right.
You do this and you're probably fine. I mean, like I said, I'll send you to the next place. Maybe that's backward. Maybe that's forward. It's not really up to me.
Who's it up to again?
It just, I don't know the whole name. I just know the magical alias.
Oh,
okay.
God.
I'll take it.
It says purple people eater. It's like, it seems like a handle of some kind.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, and in parentheses after that, it says JD.
Yeah, well, we have no idea who that is. Huh.
Oh, no.
Must be a really magical person.
I see, seems magical enough to me, yeah.
Okay. Well, let's raise this flag.
Just throwing the flag at the mast. See if you can get it to stick at the top a little bit. How long does it have to stay up there to count?
Have none of you been on a boat before?
No.
I could fly
I've
it
been on
up
a
there.
boat, and then I fell off of the boat, and then I died, and then a mermaid kissed me and brought me back to life.
Mermaid? This sounds very fanciful, I've got to tell you.
Well, I mean, my life's pretty fanciful, to be honest. I'm on a psychic boat right now.
Yeah. There's a whole world outside this bottle.
Oh no. Stop telling the boat about the outside world. Now we're going to have to get us out of here. We're going to have to get this boat out of here.
I just want...
That's the right thing to do.
We don't have room for a boat. Are you going to take care of it?
Yeah.
We do have room for it if it is a small boat in a bottle. We keep that.
As far as I can tell, this is a 4-person boat.
Yeah.
That's not that big of a boat.
No, I think
There's
it's a big
much
boat.
bigger boats. I'm sorry.
It's like a tall ship, right?
Sorry, I don't want to be rude.
I'm comfortable with my size. I'll tell you what, let's make a deal. Let's make a deal. I will tell you how to raise a flag, since none of you can clearly do it, and you promise not to throw me in the garbage.
Oof, you drive a hard bargain.
Yeah. Garbage. I thought we decided on garbage boat.
I don't want to be on a garbage boat. I want to be with my friends that I've learned so much about. I want to see.
We're friends now?
I want to see. Of
Yes.
course, you think this is just for my own entertainment? No, I want to get to know people. I want to see, understand slices of what's going on in the world, let's say, before I lose my consciousness again.
What if we put you on the mantle of the Sunshine Parlor, and so that you could see our show that we do every night, and you can see all the people that come in, and then of course me perform, but then all the other people that come in, you get to meet all those people, and you wouldn't be in the garbage, and you would be just some fun little knickknack that we have.
That's a great idea.
No, more than this, we can keep this boat on the mantle, and then if anybody displeases us, we tell them to retrieve this boat from the bottle. They go inside, a fresh victim for this boat, for this lonely boat, and then we do not have to deal with them anymore.
I love it.
I'm willing to serve this purpose. I am You'd Spin again.
Platypus.
I see no problem with this plan.
Let us raise this flag in honor of our new punishment. This fine boat.
I'm going to serve as a dimensional jail. It's my every dream.
Well, I mean, they eventually get out. Like we're eventually going to get out, right?
Is that what you want? You want them to be able to solve my friendship riddles and get out?
Yeah.
All right, done. No problem.
Okay.
That's fine. That's all you had to do is ask.
There's no dead bodies in you, are there? We haven't really gone below deck.
Stinks. Oh my God.
It's just riddled with bones. I opened the bottle closet. I didn't open the bone closet where skeletons just fall out.
They're not all dead. Anyway, let's get this
living people on this boat. Well, we have to go get them.
They're barely alive at this point.
Are there living
They
people?
wouldn't know if they were rescued or not.
Yeah, I run below deck.
No, the hatch won't open, and the boat is clearly messing with you. There's nobody else on this boat.
I can hear their screams even now.
I cast Zone of Truth. I don't believe you. Zone of Truth.
No, there's no one alive or dead on my boat except for you four.
All right.
Raise the flag. We're gonna roll.
Raise it.
Raise the flag.
Flag is at the boat nose, and you don't throw the flag at the mast. You little git. You tie it to the rope. You raise it up so all the other boats can see it.
Are there other boats?
And not in practical sense, no. In a theological sense, yes.
Oh, I love theology. Let's raise this flag. Oh, it's a metaphor for flying the flag of your faith openly.
I don't think that's it, but yeah.
So all the other boats, everyone else can see, and be inspired.
And in this metaphor, boats are
Others.
Other boats.
other boats.
Well, if my mast, I am a boat, and I fly my flag of faith. Never mind. Let's just put the flag up.
What's the anchor?
That is the grounding in knowledge that you have. So, you fly the flag of your faith, but you are anchored in your knowledge.
The knowledge holds us back.
No, it holds us
Slows
steady.
us down?
No,
Keeps us from moving.
no.
It kills progress.
To
See,
be
the
good,
thing with metaphors is
to be
that
good
they
at
really
religion, you have to dislike knowledge.
you have to
What I'm
kind of
getting.
suspend disbelief a little bit. You have to be thinking a little bit symbolically is the thing.
To move forward, you have to sever a part of your body.
That's true. Yes, in order to move forward, you have to cut off a piece of yourself.
Your brain?
Sometimes that is wow.
The part that
was deep.
learns?
Sometimes you do have to do that in order to move forward. Sometimes something is holding you back. Why are we talking
We
about
did it.
severed limbs?
We did
I'm
it.
really confused.
Is this we'll talk about lobotomies?
Desperately.
Learned.
Desperately trying to hoist this flag. She can't do it with her skinny little arms. Oh, God. Oh, please
No,
help me
seriously.
hoist this flag.
We try.
All right.
We try.
We try.
Evelyn?
Yeah, I try.
Okay. Let's have everybody make a hoist check. Let's see. What haven't we done? We'll do something arbitrary. Let's do a
Medicine.
nature check. Why not?
Son of a
What?
bee sting.
Hey,
All right, here we go.
The
Stuff in
stinger,
nature.
if you will.
Cool. A 4.
11.
11 also.
Oh, twins.
11
Hey.
plus 1, 12.
All right. Good job, Still. As you all attempt to hoist this flag, it's whipping into your face, and the ropes that are attached to it keep getting swirled up against each other, all tangled up, and you make it, I don't know, a quarter of the way up the mast before time freezes again.
Mm.
Mm.
And you all make that noise. The boat's like, isn't that bad? I could come up with new questions next time. I thought these were nice. You got a problem, you could leave it in the comment box. All right.
Is there a comment box? Where is it?
Yeah,
It's
do.
down below with the dead bodies.
I do. What?
All right. The last but the not least question. And this one is different because I can't tell if you're lying. Only you can tell if you are lying.
I don't lie ever.
I can tell that too. What does your future hold?
Oh.
I don't know who. I think Alboy, you're going to go first because your roll's so high.
I don't. How can anyone know what their future holds?
Wrong
I can-
answer.
Hope? You don't know. You don't. You said you don't know the answer at the start.
I can make life difficult though.
Maybe it's a riddle again.
Is this a
Maybe-
riddle? Is it religion? The answer religion.
Uncertainty.
In your
The unknown.
Maybe it's just getting off the boat.
Hopefully short-term future, not being on the boat anymore. Long-term friendship with these my good new family here and my most beloved of all family members, Yitzbin the horse, who isn't here, but you would love her if you met her.
I really thought you were going to say the boat. I was not expecting a horse. But
You're good too.
I get it.
Look, when you're on the mantle, I'll touch the bottle once a month. I'll pop it in and say hi. I promise.
Yes, maybe, perhaps that is in our future, is to honor the promise of keeping this boat in our establishment instead of throwing it away, which we easily could do. Easily do.
These are
Maybe
great
that
answers.
can be in our future.
These are great answers, but I don't appreciate the threats. You'll notice your time is frozen until I unfreeze it. So I expect you to please me with your answers, little cat.
I push past the boys and I go, I can see my future. I know exactly what it's going to be like.
See? Here we go. Yeah.
And person like closes her eyes. She goes like this, and she goes, "I am going to sing, and everyone is going to hear me." And then she's quiet for a second, and she goes, "Everyone," like darkly.
Table talk. I will tell you about the novel Perfume.
Fantastic.
Okay, please.
It's very good. But I do believe for you, little elf. I do believe that everyone is going to hear you sing, and they will be afraid.
Of how great it is, yes. Of the things that I make them feel, yes.
Little cat, I'm going to get back to you. I didn't like your answer, but I'll go back to you now, Paladin of Lathander. What is in your future?
In my future, short term, is helping everyone I can and spreading the love of Lathander. And long term is spending eternity in his presence when he thinks I have finished my job well.
Is that when you die?
Yeah. Well, again, because I've died a few times, but he apparently doesn't think that my job's over yet, so he lets me keep coming back.
Does he just not want to hang out with you?
I do worry about that sometimes, but you know, you gotta keep the faith.
Well, if he doesn't want to hang out with you, I think he's crazy because you're great.
Aw.
You're great, and that's coming from a psychic boat. So,
Oh, thank you.
all right, cat person, what's in your future? And I want a real answer. You're holding everybody up.
I just want to do what is best for my extended family. If I can get back to sending them the money I make from this job so that I know that they are taken care of. I pray that this is in my future.
Aww.
That is. I believe that. I believe that is in your future. I believe you'll take care of all those kids. They'll grow up strong and small like you.
Thank you.
And you can believe it because it's coming from a psychic boat.
Yes.
All right, time unfreezes. This black flag comes shooting up to the top of the mast, and the wind ripples through it. It's huge and it's dark. A warning beacon for anyone who should see it, and it is a red field. The flag itself, a red field with a black rose on it.
Wow.
And as soon as it unfurls, the boat almost sounds like it's stretching. It says, "Oh, that's the stuff. That feels right. That's my name. I'm not PB Psychic Boat. I'm not PB&J. My name is Black Rose. Black Rose." And around you, on the deck of this boat, just for a moment, you can see ghostly figures working, raising those mainsails, running around, loading cannons, sweeping, scrubbing, yelling at each other, boat stuff. Every single one of them, a halfling woman.
Oh.
And the the captain of this boat eventually opens the door out of the room that contained many, many bottles. And she has just finished swigging down the last of some kind of concoction. She tosses it back into the cabin behind her. And this particular halfling is just starting to go gray in the temples. Her hair is long. It's on Instagram, there's a hashtag grombre, which is women who are growing out their gray hair after dyeing it for many years. And that's hers. It's black on the ends, silver, and it flies with the wind that ripples through the black rose flag above. And she says, "Oh, you salty dogs, get off my ship if you can't work it." And you're like, where did that accent come from? Where did that accent go? With a similar sensation of warmth and cold that rushes through your body as it did before, totally happened to you earlier too, Evelyn. You find yourselves standing in the same dark lobby stage area of the Sunbeam Parlor that you were in before in the morning. And no time seems to have passed. The long day ahead of you. And this ship in a bottle, it looks much the same as it did before, except for the flag has been raised.
Aww.
And on it is a stiff piece of fabric that stands out, a red field with a black rose upon it. That's what you see.
I love that. She got her crew. And Prism goes, "I told you that boat was haunted."
I put gloves on, and then I touch it, and I put it on the mantle.
Still disappears.
Nah, man! Gloves don't work. I pop back. I've been stuck in that boat for a month!
You show up in the boat with the gloves on.
Yeah. And then no time passes in your perception. I'm 4 years older. I've been stuck in that boat, wouldn't let me leave. Gloves don't work. Get tongs.
I just want to know how Still's wing hands work in gloves.
I know.
They're just crammed in there.
They're just giant, like, oven mitts.
Tufts.
Yeah.
Still, you put the bottle, the ship in a bottle, on the mantle, and there's a special little magical gleam, sort of like what you saw quiver when we first entered the room and saw that it had been glowing from within. And that gleam just sort of flashes in what seems like a little goodbye. And then the ship in the bottle becomes entirely mundane. And the sunlight has started to run through the room and light it up. And you notice that you have some mail. And that's where we'll end.
Oh. Thank you, dear.
Good job, Kate.
I did it. So we'll table talk this, but I have ended a little bit early because I don't know how to time things. But I wanted to mention I did this with an hour of prep, and I only am mentioning that because it's badass. But also, I just want everybody to know how much fun and easy DMing is. Like it is so fun. It's so easy. If you have never tried it, you're gonna have a blast. This brought to you by Dungeon Master's Guide, I guess. But yeah, that's totally doable for anybody. And I really want everybody to try DMing for the first time if you've never tried it before. Shadow Council, may our labors please you. We are going to take a quick potty break and refill our drinks, and then we'll be back for some table talk. Don't go nowhere.